Why is my short story pacing too fast? Imagine trying to tell a story where everything happens in a flash, leaving your readers dizzy and craving more connection. That's what happens when your story moves too quickly. When you write a short story that feels rushed, it's often because the story jumps from one event to the next without giving enough time for characters to breathe or for readers to absorb the setting. In storytelling, pacing controls how your audience experiences your story. It's about balancing moments of action with moments of reflection or description. If your story is too fast, it might skip over important scenes or details that help build emotional depth or tension. This can make your story feel shallow or incomplete. One common reason for fast pacing is cutting out key scenes or details. If you leave out background information or character thoughts, the story races forward without giving readers a chance to understand what's really happening. For example, jumping straight into a climax without showing how characters got there can leave the story feeling abrupt. Another factor is using very short sentences and minimal description. Short, choppy sentences speed up reading and are great during exciting moments. But if you're relying on them too much, the whole story can feel hurried. Without sensory details or slower moments, readers don't get a chance to picture the scene or connect emotionally. Too much action or dialogue without pauses can also cause a story to feel rushed. Action and dialogue push the plot forward fast, but they need to be balanced with moments of quiet or reflection. Without these breaks, the story can seem relentless and exhausting. Starting your story very close to the ending can also make it feel quick. If you jump into the middle of the action without setting up characters or stakes, readers won't have enough context. This can make the story feel like it's rushing through important parts. A lack of variation in pacing can contribute too. If your story stays at the same high speed from start to finish, it can become overwhelming. Good stories alternate between fast and slow sections, building tension and giving readers time to breathe. To fix this, try adding details that ground your story. Describe sights, sounds, or characters, thoughts to slow things down at key moments. Mix short and long sentences to create rhythm. Cut scenes that don't add to the story or character development, but keep those that build tension or give important background. Use time jumps carefully. Skipping over unimportant parts can speed things up, but avoid making the story feel disjointed. Balance high-tension scenes with quieter moments so your story feels natural and engaging. Reading your story aloud or asking someone else for feedback can help you spot pacing issues. If it feels like the story is rushing, slow down by adding details or reflections. Remember, pacing is about giving your readers enough time to connect with your story, understand the stakes, and enjoy the journey. When you balance action with description and alternate between faster and slower parts, your short story will feel more satisfying and well-structured.